Well, hello there, baby. Hello. 6 in the live, 2 likes, 62. Let's hope Klopp stays on 62 losses with Liverpool, and wins out. All right, I've just got back from coaching. Well, actually, I got back from coaching about 20 minutes ago. Then I was on a phone call. I'm going to go through my phone call before I go through the Premier League. So tomorrow, the girl I'm tutoring, she's doing a presentation in front of her family. And her 2 younger brothers are also doing one. And the little boys were nervous to do it. So the other tutor said, can you have a word with them? Can you motivate them? I was like, absolutely. What do you want me to say? I don't know, just motivate them. They don't want to present. So one kid in particular who's really nervous at presenting, I said, what are you presenting about, mate? I'm not going to say their names. What were you presenting about? An animal. I said, what animal? What animal? Animals are amazing. What animal? Is like a moose. A moose. I'm like, whoa, moose. Mooses are amazing. What do you know about a moose? Oh, well, they can stand on the hind legs and the antlers are 6 foot. I was like, oh my God, really? I like, what color are mooses? Like brown. And I said, have you ever seen one? Yeah, I saw one in Colorado. It was amazing. I said, tell me the story. He's like, oh, so we were going water rafting and da-da-da-da-da, and we capsized and we got out, and then the moose was staring at us and he smiled. I was like, all right, well, there you go, mate. Tomorrow, that's all you have to do. Go up there and tell us about your story about the moose and a few interesting facts, and that's your presentation, and have fun. Don't be like thinking about it and, hi, my name is this and I'm here. Just go up there and talk. Tell us why you love the moose and your story about it. That's it. Be you. And he went, is that it? Is that all I have to do? I was like, yeah, just be you and talk about your favorite animal. We'll love it. So the tutor just called me saying, thank you. That was amazing what you did. Because he was so scared. He didn't want to do it. Because the other tutor, who's amazing, was like, you have to say this, then you have to look there, then you have to point this way. It's like kids get overwhelmed with that. Just let them be a kid. Let them talk. Like what I do in my lives. I don't come here and have a script. Just let people be themselves. Trust the process. I made myself a beautiful smoothie again. So I had a really nice story with coaching today. Today's a busy day for me because I do private classes, then a group class. And the group class is great. The kids are amazing, but there's one kid who's really new to football. And he struggles, but he's getting better every class. And today, he scored his first goal in the game. And I screamed. And it was so nice. And I was like, you know what? Football's fucking beautiful. It's incredible. It's been one of the most amazing aspects of my life since I was a little boy, football. Playing it, coaching it, yes, watching it at the time when I was a huge fan. And I'm not having anyone tell me that sports are horrible now. They're not. Sports are incredibly beautiful. They've just been infiltrated by the people who've infiltrated everything. Sports are so, so good. And I am at a point where I just want people to stop watching pro sports and go play them. Go play sports. Stop watching them. I work every day now. Like, I nailed the Spurs game. Yeah, great. I've been just destroying the Premier League over the last 2 months, calling practically every outcome. But I just want people to stop watching it. I want pro sports to be done. I've said, oh, maybe I'll lose half my patrons. I don't care about that either. If they're going to leave me, if sports stop, I'm not bothered. That'll be okay, whatever. I'm going to keep going, guys. And I know it might be upsetting some people who still love pro sports and, God, this guy's really is exposing them now. And one of my old friends from school somehow came across my work and then asked somebody for my number. And he said, Adam, well, I didn't say Adam, he said Edders, which is my nickname. He said, Edders, that's not you. You're not the illusion, are you? That's just somebody who sounds like you. There's no way you'd be talking this bad about professional football. I said, it's me, lad. No, not a chance. Since when did you hate pro football? You're not a Man United fan anymore? What the hell happened to you? I went, what do you mean what happened to me? Like it's negative. It's not negative what I'm doing. It's positive. Do you teach football in English or Spanish? All English, mate. I can speak Spanish pretty much fluently. I'm going to put my air conditioner on. Again, I'm still peeling. That's why you see me doing this with my shoulder. I don't know why it's almost been a week. It's getting really hot now where I live. It's getting really hot. I've got the AC on. Got the AC on. So, yeah, basically, my company, I teach English, don't I? And I coach. And I thought, all right, I'll throw them both together. So my coaching company is called English Football Academy. I thought that's perfect. I'll coach football and I'll teach it in English. Perfect. And if there's any kids there who really struggle with English, I'm going to help them with their English and make them better at football. And I've always said about football that football is a universal language. It's a universal language. Once you're on that field, if you're a decent player, it doesn't matter what language you speak. Football is a universal language. It's its own language. May the 20th, looking really good. If you're not on my Patreon, you won't know this. I don't think I told you on Twitter. I was up till like 2:31. It was 21st try. Decoding. Wasn't planning on doing it. So I have my I think it's 39 pages now about the Queen. And I put it all in an order that I liked and edited a few things, added a few things. And I'm like, geez, this is long. And I thought, I've got to be up tomorrow. And I've got tutoring for 3 hours in a private class. Then I'm coaching a group class. I was like, Adam, you need to go to bed. And my spirit, I told you now, I talk to myself. I'm like, Ads, should you do this? And then my head's going, yeah, do it, mate. Do it. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go. And then I do it. So last night I was in the zone and I was thinking, do I stop? I was like, no, I'm in the zone. When you're in the zone, you don't stop. You keep going. Fuck time. I always say time is an illusion. I've said this as well now. All the stuff I write about or wrote about in my book, I'm going to go with it now. Like I said, I don't really give a shit about materialism. If somebody wants to scratch on my car, it sucks. But hey, it is what it is. I'm saying time's an illusion. So why should I be looking at the time and think, fuck, it's 3 a.m.? Why? And I got through it. And I'm here now doing a live. When I've worked all day, I'm here doing a live. So yeah, sometimes you've got to write things down, but you've got to believe them. You can't just write things or say things. It's like when you do affirmations or manifestations, you can't just say something. You have to truly mean it. There's got to be a deep purpose to what you want in life. You can't just say it. I used to the Miami Heat one. That whole series was weird. So no, Miami Heat won the conference, didn't they? Or they were up there. Maybe they were second. So no, I'm not majorly shocked with any time a series finishes 4-2. You know what I mean? That big 42 number. I found some more 42s when I was doing my code. Oh my God. So I've just seen it. Again, I don't really keep up with it. Miami won 99-90. Like 999, like England's dialing code. 99.90. And win by 9 when I have 9 likes, of course, baby. This is crazy. I had 36 in the live, 9 likes, and I'm 36. The girl I tutored is 9. All right. City now have 5 defenders. Yeah, injured. This is. All right, I know you're here to hear me talk about the Premier League, so I'll talk about it. The Suns Mavericks game. I just be careful. The 4-2s are all over the place, so it might be the Suns, but the code I did today was Tottenham. I've told people now. Yes, I've been. What is it? Is it 17 out of 19 in the NBA? I've been. But it don't mean I'm going to do every single NBA game. The game today I really liked was Spurs. I told you in my live stream days ago, Spurs. Told you in my live stream, Arsenal wouldn't score. And how I'm approaching it now with the Premier League is this. It's a TV show. It's entertainment and it's a TV show. You need to get quickly out of your head now that it is about ability. All right? It's a TV show. So it's like, okay, you've got Tottenham, Arsenal. If Arsenal were to win it, they would have taken a big lead over Spurs, wouldn't they? All right? If Arsenal won today, they would have gone on 69 points and Spurs would have been on 62. 7 points difference. Then it's pretty much done. Arsenal have got 4th spot. If this is a movie or a TV show, you don't want to know the ending of it, do you? 3/4 of the way through or 80% of the way through. You don't want to know that. So for me today, and I messaged multiple people and my friends. I don't do this often because I've stopped trying to prove myself to anybody anymore. But people like my brother, who I love to bits, I was like, Tom, Spurs are winning today. They're winning. There's no way they don't let them win this game. With the code, but also the narrative. The fact they're even playing at this stage of the season. I've said all season Spurs and Arsenal have basically been neck and neck. Multiple times have had the same record. Same wins, same draws, same losses. The North London derby. And said Harry Kane would score. He's got the most goals now in North London derby history. I'm getting to a point where I really do believe people like Harry Kane and David Beckham are maybe royal family members, just playing the role of pro footballers under like a different name. I really do that. And I did a code last night about David Beckham. And if you've been watching my lives, you'll know I was a diehard United fan. Diehard. And I love Beckham. I think like we all did with Beckham. England captain, hero, the goal against Greece, which I'll talk about. I was going to save it because I've got all these pages. Beckham's one page of my 40 or 39 pages. But I'll probably rearrange the things I found on him into different sections. But Beckham was, I guess, an idol of mine, which is embarrassing now. It's embarrassing thinking of grown men asking for other people's autographs or signing the shirt. It's pretty embarrassing when you really break it down. Or even getting a shirt with a guy's name on the back. That's not yours. It's pretty sad and weak when you really think about it. So with United, huge fan, and I told you that I met Beckham 10 years ago. I met Beckham, his whole family. This is why I'm like, is my life a movie at this point? My club coached against Romeo Beckham. Beckham's second eldest, because his eldest is Brooklyn. All right, that game finished 2-2. Romeo scored 2. He was wearing the number 7 shirt. So Beckham was there, the whole family there, Posh Spice was there. And that's like when I saw Posh, I was like, fucking hell, she's horrible. Horrible. Oh my goodness. And I've heard that on the TV. I think the TV puts like £8 on you. There's some sort of, I don't know if it's true, the TV puts £8 on you. So seeing her in the flesh, or should I say the bone, was horrific. I was like, oh my goodness, I think I used to think you were half decent. And I was pinging the ball around with Beckham and I chatted with him for 5 or 10 minutes. It was the most surreal thing. I've got a photo. I've showed you my signed United shirt, which is a story in itself. I won't go through it and get the shirt out, but it was the last game of the season. My parents and kids adored me. So they bought me the brand new Man United shirt, the brand new one, as a gift because it was the last game of the season. And they didn't know Beckham was there. None of us even knew that Romeo Beckham played for this club. And then, boom, there they all are, the Beckhams. And I have my Man United shirt, which he signed. And I got a photograph. And to this day, Matthew Dunn, I love you to bits, but you are a buffoon, took the worst photo ever, where you can barely even tell that it's me and Beckham. Somebody was like, which one's Beckham? Not saying that I look like him, but which one's Beckham? That's not really clear. It's like, oh my God, mate. Like, why did I have to get this bumbling moron to take the photo, even though he's a great guy and he likes me calling him that in a weird way. So, and what happened that day, England were playing Italy in a friendly. And then we have Italy playing England in the Euro 2020 final. Like, what is this, man? What is it? I went to LA, didn't I, to go coach, play football, just like Beckham went to LA Galaxy. My next door neighbor was Blake Griffin, who plays for the Brooklyn Nets. I was having Starbuckses with Wee Man from Jackass. Am I in this show without realizing? So I'm 1,000,000,000 billion trillion% not a Mason. And now I'm doing this, like calling all this stuff out. It's pretty insane what my story is. But let me go through the little things I found with Beckham. Then I'll talk about Arsenal and Spurs. So David Beckham, they're calling football royalty. David Beckham captained England. Like, you have to be a master mason to captain England and also coach England. That's why England have won the World Cup once, and the only guy who won it, Alf Ramsey, was an open Freemason who literally came out and told everybody that he became a Freemason at age 33. And shortly afterwards, he wins the World Cup. Somebody saying the Super Bowl was on the 44th day of the year, 44 weeks before the World Cup final. Brilliant stuff. So with Beckham, he is an England legend. Like, that word really frustrates me at this point, but is an English legend. People love him. He's known all over the world. And if this guy was just a regular guy, that would not be the case, would it? It would not be the case. So I looked at his Wikipedia. I feel like I pretty much know everything about Beckham's career. Because you've got to remember, guys, you think I know a lot about numbers? I was a football addict. I knew everything about every league. It didn't care if it's Serie A, La Liga, the Premier League, fucking Greek League, League One, League Two, Championship, Conference North. I could talk about any team. And when it came to Beckham, who's obviously an OBE, David Robert Joseph Beckham, who, by the way, has said multiple times that he's half Jewish. I don't know what that means, but probably a Jesuit. And first things I noticed with Beckham when I looked into him, and it's a female. Let me get this straight. Let me look you right in the eyes right now. David Beckham is a blatant female, and it's all coming out. Beckham's losing his looks. His hips are coming out. He's not the same Beckham anymore. That little pretty boy, is he? He's starting to look like a female with short hair. And maybe this is what they're doing. They're getting everyone to become trans, this, that, and the other. So when people like Beckham, where it comes blatant that he looks like a woman, you won't even know this. It's all happening now. It's becoming clear. So, and Posh Spice is a bloke. I told you all the Spice Girls would always do that. This is the invert sign. If you start seeing this, not with regular people like me and other people, when you're in the club and you don't even know what it means. That's the invert sign. That's why all the girl band members do it. Okay? Because they're all blokes. So Beckham, straight away, I was like, he was born 5'2". There's your 52. Or a date that can be written 2'5". Elizabeth became the queen in 52 at age 25. I think she dies on 25. I'd be really shocked if she doesn't. However, I've told multiple people now, because it's getting over, not of support, just constant messages, which is not a bad thing. It's a blessing, I guess. But they're saying, are you going to be devastated if she doesn't go? What are you going to do? Are you going to be embarrassed? Are you going to take a break? I was like, not a chance. Like, whatever happens on May the 20th, the Illusion, baby, will be going live. My 40 pages of notes. I'll go through a few today to give you a taster. All right. So, like I said, Beckham born 5'2", which can be written 2'5". Elizabeth became the queen 52 at age 25, gonna die 25. And then I thought, all right, I need to look into Beckham's debut for Man United. And then it got me thinking. All these fours. The class of 92. We've all heard of them. Anyone who knows pro football in England has heard of the class of 92. The Neville sisters, Paul Scholes, Beckham, Nicky Butt. I think Robbie Savage was there as well. And mediocre players, like they did with Scholes, the mockery, because I'm telling you what they can do with anyone if there's magic being involved. They told us that Paul Scholes, when he was younger, was too weak. He had asthma, and there was no chance of him becoming a pro footballer. And then he goes on to be one of the greatest. Zidane said Scholes is the best midfielder he's ever played against. Iniesta did. Xavi did. All right? And they're going to tell us a little ginger kid who has asthma can just dominate the centre of the park. Nah. That's why nobody got close to him, because they weren't allowed to, or the magic prevented it. So this class of 92, 4 years before 96. All right? Beckham came on the scene in 1992. And he made his England debut in 1996, the age Elizabeth's going to die. Told you yesterday I found that crazy sync with the Queen's new book having 96 pages. And I thought, all right, where's Beckham's debut? And straight away I saw it and I thought, oh my God, his whole career has just been completely rigged and scripted. So, of course, he makes his first team debut in 1992 at age 17. And Freemasonry was founded in 1717 in London. A lot of people don't know this, but Beckham was actually born in London. He wasn't born in Manchester. He's a Cockney. All right? He was born in London. And he made his Premier League, or his United debut, should I say, the 23rd of September. 239. 239 is the 52nd prime. He was born 5'2". How convenient. The guy who was born on 5'2" makes his debut for Man United on 23-9, the 52nd prime. And Elizabeth became the queen in 52, and she's going to die 5'20", like 52. And I don't think this is a coincidence. Maybe this is a ritual that they have to do. Man United, the Red Devils, won the treble in 1999. I'll never forget that, how I felt when they beat Bayern Munich. Obviously, the Illuminati founded in Bavaria. Bayern Munich known as the Bavarians. And Man United won that treble in 1999. Flip those nines, you get 666. But what happened with Beckham in 1999 is he married Posh Spice. He got married to a bloke in 1999, the year he wins the treble. And just look at Harper 7 Beckham, supposedly his daughter, and tell me that's not a boy. Okay? Harper 7 Beckham. Outrageous what they're doing. It really is. So I found a few more things with Beckham. So I had to look into that free kick that he scored against Greece. I had to look into it because I knew what a big moment that was. And first of all, that free kick for England, if you all remember it, against Greece was in 2001, the year of 9/11. And it was to qualify for the 2002 World Cup. Beckham scored in the 93rd minute with this world-class free kick. And it's funny how he was wearing number 7. And at the time, England were ranked number 7 in the world. And they were playing against Greece, who were ranked 47. And Prince Philip was born in Greece. That's why you had Greece winning the 2004 Euros. It was all about Prince Philip. I could do a video on that. All right? It wasn't because they had a great coach and they had a little bit of luck here and there. Remember, they won the final against Ronaldo's Portugal, 1-0, and it was in Portugal. When Portugal had Ronaldo, Rui Costa, Luis Figo, unbelievable team. Ricardo Carvalho, Deco, I think. And they got beat by Greece at home. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to have to look more into Beckham here. I'm going to have to look more into him or her. It's hard for me to say him for these people now. So I'm going to read this code, actually. I was going to save it. I was going to save this code, but you guys deserve it. You probably forget it anyway. Not being sarcastic, but I just say so many numbers. It's going to be in my little mini book. If she goes 520, I will have this mini PDF book. And it's something, if you do get hold of it from me, you have to print it. Don't want to get rid of it. If somehow she goes on May the 20th, this little book that I'm going to write, you have to print it, keep hold of it. Print multiple copies of it. All right, laminate it, do whatever you want, because if I've told you, like, ever since I had this moment to myself where I was like, this isn't about Adam. This isn't about some illusion guy. This is about the universe right now. This isn't potentially enormous. It isn't about me. As soon as I realized that I took my ego, yes, I respond to criticism and I become really egotistical because I can be. But the bigger picture for me is, if she goes, man, this can really, really, really impact the world. And that is insane to think this lad from Bradford could do that if my work gets spread wide enough. And when I see my patrons now, and I'm like, there's someone from Sweden, there's someone from England, there's someone from the US, from Ghana, from Australia, from Spain. I'm like, all right, there's people all over the world awakening. all over in every country, because countries are nothing but an illusion. Social constructs that we've accepted. You are not Swedish or English or Norwegian or Italian. You are God's child. Don't forget that. We all are. Even when you become old, you're still his child. This is a great awakening, and I've told you they will not stop it. All they're doing is delaying it. That's why they pulled out COVID. That's why they pulled out Black Lives Matter. Okay? They're trying their best to delay it. It's why they're adding more and more sports tournaments, bringing out more shows and movies on Netflix. They're doing all they can, keeping you locked in your house so you can't be around people. Okay? What's going on right now is so beautiful, and I know it. And I haven't even shared the next two images with what happened to me today, because I'm just so busy. I don't know whether I should disclose it now, or I'm going to disclose it now. I got in my car this morning, and where I live, the apartment block, there was only my car and another car. All the other cars left for work. And so hot here. Put my window down. Don't usually do it. I throw the AC on, but I was like, fuck, just put the window down. I looked to the left. All right. I looked, don't know why. I looked to the left and I looked at the tire. Something made me look at the tire. 205 on the tire. 205. Like she's going to die 25. I took a photo. I told multiple friends, and especially Red Pill Monkey, he said, mate, you can't go looking for 205s on tires. They're just there. And when you become synced with the universe, it speaks to you. The universe speaks to you with numbers, guys. It's how the universe or God communicates with you, not through words, with numbers. And just beautiful synchronicities. It was so nice. And then I decided I needed to go to the bathroom when I was tutoring. I go in there, something made me look at the air conditioner, and it was 25 degrees. And I was just talking about 25. Loads of 25s. I was like, oh, I just smiled. But back in the day, you don't look to see what temperature it is on the air conditioner. You're not looking at people's tires. You don't look at people's number plates. You don't look at the time you receive a message. Today, Stacy sent me a message. I was talking to my brother or somebody about Euro 2020 and how the final took place on 11/7/117. Right after that, Stacy sends me a 1:17 audio. I tell her about it, and my response was 11 seconds. Like the final finished 1-1 on 11/7. And then right after that, Red Pill Monkey messaged me. I sent a photo to Stacy. His audio, 1:17. And I was like, I screamed like a child. And a few years ago, I didn't look at the length of people's audios. I never looked at the clock and acknowledged beautiful syncs. So, oh my God, there's 50 in the live, 20 likes, 52 or 520. Just come on. Synchronicity, baby. Trust the universe. Okay, put others before yourself. Inspire people. The universe will look after you. And this little realm we're in, this isn't it. Earth. This isn't it. Know that. Right now, it's a wild adventure with this. Ascend, grow, learn. Like, let's not go at each other. I'm so grateful for my Patreon now. I got rid of all the people who were toxic. I said, just leave me. I really don't need your $10. Just go. Just go. And my community now is just amazing. And I think people who are with me now, they will just stay with me because of stuff like I talk about with the synchronicities. I ain't here just talking about, I'm not going to mock him, actually. I've already done this, but, there's been another death, a rapper in Chicago. I'm like, who cares? So they didn't die. I don't care about that. That's not helping me. By decoding that is not helping me or other people at all. Revealing massive deception and making people see through it and stop doing things. Like the people say, I don't watch pro sports anymore. I don't watch Netflix anymore. I don't watch the news anymore. I don't gamble anymore. And my life's so much better. My marriage is so much better. That's what I'm doing. I don't know how many other people are doing that. So let me go through this code because I was really proud of it. Really proud of it. I'll share it with you. And I do these late. So I was like, I'm going to read it word for word. These finds I put together are not coincidences. This is why I code, baby. I truly want to code this reality. That's my big goal now. It ain't just coding who's going to win the FA Cup final. That's just a tiny part of it for people. Prince Philip was born in Greece into the Greek and Danish royal families. The 1992 UEFA European Football Championship was hosted by Sweden, Scandinavian team, between the 10th and 26th of June 1992. It was the 9th, the number of completion, it was the 9th UEFA European Championship, which is held every 4 years and supported by UEFA. Just know Prince Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year, and Denmark won the 9th European Football Championship. Denmark won Euro 92 after beating Germany in the final 4 years before England hosted Euro 96. Just know that England qualified for Euro 96 in 92 because the host nation qualifies 4 years before. They don't have to play any games. And it was Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth who handed Germany the Euro 96 trophy because that final was at Wembley, where they beat Czech Republic 2-1 after extra time. I got so much code for that. Oliver Bierhoff came on after 69 minutes, the big Jesuit number, the reflection of 96, and 4 minutes later equalizes after 73 minutes. And Elizabeth was married to Philip for 73 years. And then Bierhoff got the winning goal. Like, people say, oh, it was inspired substitution. Was it? If he's so fucking good, why is he coming off the bench after 69 minutes if he's so good? It's ritual. So like I said, Euro 92 was hosted 4 years before Euro 96. Euro 92, there was 4 venues and 4 host cities. Prince Philip's funeral was 4 days before the Queen's birthday, because his funeral, guys, was April the 17th, 2021, and Elizabeth's birthday is April the 21st. 4 days, guys. His funeral was 4 days before the Queen's birthday. Which is just an absolute joke in itself with the 4s that I keep talking about. Remember, Steven Gerrard won number 4 for England, and if Elizabeth dies, her funeral is going to be on his 42nd birthday. And England won the World Cup in 66, 4-2 in the final, where number 10 scored a hat-trick, Jeff Hurst, who wasn't even supposed to be playing in that game. Now check this out. Euro 92 was staged between 10/6/92 and 26/6/92. It's funny, Euro 92 was hosted in Sweden. And when you type in Sweden, it gets you 92. Euro 92 was hosted in Sweden, and Sweden gets you 92. They do everything by this code, guys. Now check this out. This really, I enjoyed this. Like, I was typing, I was like, oh, this is just smooth. Prince Philip was born exactly 71 years before Euro 92 began. 71 years. The word Catholic, 71. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on the 71st day of 2020. 71 is the 20th prime. Insane. Remember, Kobe Bryant played 20 seasons in the NBA and then died in 2020? Never died. That's what I mean. Don't waste your energy on these people when they say, oh, they died, Kobe died. Never died. Character died. Prince Philip said when he died, he would like to reincarnate as a deadly virus to solve overpopulation. Okay? He said that. I've heard it on YouTube. I think they got rid of all the videos now. Denmark won the Euro 92 final versus Germany. Guess what score? 2-0, like 20. David Beckham scored that free kick. We'll all remember it. 93rd minute. Remember, Sheringham came on for England, and then he broke a record because he scored 10 seconds. 10 seconds after coming on. 10 seconds. It's still a record. 10. All right, Sheringham came on and scored after 10 seconds. The guy who also scored in the Champions League final when he came on. Sheringham's a female. Edwina, because he's actually called Edward, they tell us. So that's the joke. And Beckham scored that free kick against Greece, guys. And it sent England to the World Cup in 2002. 20 years ago. And do you want to know how long David Beckham played professional football for? 20 years. He had a 20-year career. Everything's by the numbers with these people. All right? Inability. Beckham wasn't even that good when I look back. He couldn't beat a player. He was very slow. Okay? He just had an amazing ping. That was about it with Beckham. He had an amazing ping. That is it. Didn't really have anything else. He could barely fucking tackle. He could barely run. He could not beat a player. He didn't score that many goals, to be fair. He didn't. So, yeah, 20-year career. And do you know what else happened? England, in that 2002 World Cup, they got their heaviest defeat. And do you know who beat them? The heaviest defeat in World Cup final tournament. They lost 4-1 to Germany. Do you remember that? When Lampard shot it and it went over the line and then they said it didn't, and that was one of the reasons we have VAR now. 4-1, guys. If Elizabeth dies, she dies 4 weeks and 1 day after her birthday. Told Kobe died at 41 with a crown tattoo. So people like David Beckham, they're frauds, and people need to start looking down on them. Salford City, this is hilarious. It's hilarious. The last time I was in England, I played for Wakefield, and I played against Salford City. And what's so fucking hilarious, we beat them 2-0. Another 20, should I write that in my code? And I played for Wakefield, and we beat Salford 2-0. This was before they had the Nevilles and all of that, buying them, and this ritual, Manchester ritual. We beat Salford 2-0. All right, I played that game. I remember it. Oh my goodness, that's just hit me. It was 2-0. They were playing in the red. We were in our, fuck me, I played when I was at Wakefield. We were all blue and yellow. We are blue and yellow. You can look into Wakefield. I don't even know if there's still a club anymore, Wakefield, but we played at Bellevue, which is Wakefield Wildcat Stadium in the rugby league. It was fun. Great setup, great lads. I enjoyed it. But then I came back to Mexico. Oh, wow. That is fucking brilliant. That is so good. And do you want another 20? I'll give you another 20, ladies and gentlemen of the board. And I'll give you a little skull and bones here. You might like this skull and bones, baby. You might like this skull and bones. Do you know when Charles married Diana? Big ritual. Prince Charles was 32. Of course, it's 32 raising the Society of Jesus' logo. So many 3-2s. That's why Italy beat England in the Euro 2020 final 3-2 on penalties. Why England beat Spain in the 1996 quarterfinal 3-2 on penalties. 3-2 is so big. That's why Liverpool beat Man City 3-2 to get the FA Cup final. 33 years after the Hillsborough disaster. That involved Liverpool and Forest, and Liverpool knocked out Forest this season on the way to get to the FA Cup final. And keep an eye on Mansfield to get promoted. All right, with Nigel Clough, who's Brian Clough's son, and he played for Liverpool. Look out for Mansfield to go up in the playoffs. I'll decode it in more detail, but look out for that. And probably Sunderland. Spoke to my brother about this, and I said Luton ages ago. Keep an eye on Luton to sneak into the Premier League. There's a big ritual there, a really big one. So I'll keep going with this code. Charles was 32 when he got married to Diana. Here's another 20 for you. Princess Diana was age 20. 32-20, 3-2-2, skull and bones, baby. Charles was 32, Diana was 20. 12-year difference. Why do you think Brady's jersey number's 12? Why do you think they've broken our days into 2 12s? 12 times 12, 144, 1,440 minutes in a day. When I was born, baby, 14-4. I'll keep going. I'm not going to give everything away. So, listen. This tournament, Euro 92, began 10-6 on Prince Philip's birthday, right? On his 71st birthday. And it ended on 26-6 when Denmark beat Germany. And I've told you for so long now that the royal family are Nazis, pretending to be English and British. They're Nazis, all right? They're Nazis. That's why you had Prince Harry dressing as a Nazi for Halloween. Just soft disclosure. People, people, can you stop doing this? People messaging me saying, I think you're spot on with the royal family, Adam, but Come on, Harry's a good one. Fuck off. Harry's a good one. You're not seeing all the Masonic poses. Harry's a woman, for a start. His whole relationship with Meghan Markle is a load of bullshit, who's a blatant bloke when you've seen her moon bump that she had. No, Harry's not a good one. Harry's a rebel. Harry didn't want to be in the royal family. He left them. Piss off. Stop with that. They're all inverted. They're all satanic. They're all Nazis, the royal family. Simple as that. All right? And this Euro 92 final finished on 26-6, 266. Prince Philip died on a day, leaving 266 days left in the year. Pope Francis is the 266th Pope. Kobe Bryant was drafted 26-6. LeBron James, King James, was drafted 26-6. It's an absolute disgrace, these people. All right? An utter disgrace. So, I keep talking about 30. And it's not a coincidence in this North London derby that Spurs won 3-0 like 30. Because Euro 92 was 30 years ago. And who won it? Denmark. Do you know who was born that year? Christian Eriksen was born in 1992. The year Denmark won the Euros. And then in Euro 2020, Eriksen goes down with a cardiac arrest. The guy who was born on Valentine's Day connected to hearts. I keep talking about Elizabeth with the Queen of Hearts, that she may well die of a heart attack. Which I've said for God knows how long. I said she died of a heart attack when she was, I think, maybe 94, when I've been saying this to all my friends, that she's going at 96. And coronavirus was declared a global pandemic, right, on 11/3. Coronavirus pandemic in Gematria is 113. 113 is the 30th prime. Corona gets you 30. England gets you 30. And it's not a coincidence that England hosted Euro 96 30 years after they hosted the 1966 World Cup. Is it? It's not. It really isn't. The stuff that I'm doing at this point are not coincidences. And in 2002, in the World Cup, the one where Beckham got that goal to get them there when he scored against Greece in the 93rd minute. Well, how convenient that England played Denmark in the round of 16 and beat them 3-0. All right, like 30. In the 2002 World Cup, the round of 16, England beat Denmark 3-0, 30. I've just had enough of this now. Prince Philip was married to Queen Elizabeth for 73 years. The artist known as Prince died on the Queen's 90th birthday. What a joke that is. And from that date to the date I believe Elizabeth dies is a span of exactly 73 weeks. And obviously, Philip died 21st year of the 21st century. 73 is the 21st prime. Tom Brady went 7-3 in Super Bowls, which I said he would before the season began. And then he retired on 2-1. And it's not a coincidence that in the most recent Euros, England knocked out Denmark in the semi-final 2-1. They beat them in extra time. Who scored it? Harry Kane. Scored so many penalties because he's shite. You can't deny this knowledge, man, if she goes 5-20. Another 2-1. Germany won Euro 96, 2-1 after extra time. Do you remember the World Cup when Brazil knocked out England and Ronaldinho got that fluky goal? That finished 2-1. Number 10, Owen, opened the scoring. Ronaldinho got sent off, but still. And Brazil won. I think Rivaldo scored as well. I think Rivaldo was 10 and Ronaldinho was number 11. There's your 1-1-1. Yeah, Denver Nuggets played Golden State Warriors, somebody's saying in the chat, and they both wore gold and yellow, or they both do. It's just a joke. I still think Golden State Warriors win it. Remember, another 73, Steph Curry was born on the 73rd day of the year. Now check this out. For another 266, I told you the Euro 92 final took place on 26-6. Prince Philip from Danish royalty died on a day, leaving 266 days left in the year. Pope Francis, the 266th Pope. I've gone through all of that. Well, if Elizabeth dies the date I predicted, She'll die a span of 26 weeks and 6 days after Prince Charles turns 73. Come on, this has to happen. This has got to happen. And then I've got these 47s. It's interesting that Elizabeth married Philip in 47, and Prince Charles was born on a day leaving 47 days left in the year. He was born November the 14th. And the Freemason compass is set at 47 degrees. It's also interesting that David Beckham is currently 47. And when he scored that free kick against Greece, one of the most dramatic goals in history, do you know what rank Greece were in the world? 47th. Vatican in gematria is 47. Francis is 47. Pope Francis resides in the Vatican. I'm having a bit of a shocker with this straw, but I'm doing a fucking great code here. Check this out. The goal that Beckham scored to ensure England qualified for that World Cup, it meant that both England and Germany ended on 17 points. 17 for England, 17 for Germany. Modern-day Freemasonry was founded in London in 1717. England got 17 points, Germany got 17. England qualified. And Germany did as well, but they had to go through a playoff. Now check out these 16s, baby. Come on. Come on, Adam. Get it through it. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic exactly 16 months before the Euro 2020 final. And Euro 2020 was the 16th edition of the Euros. Come on. Come on, baby. I was going to do a big burp, but that would have been really disgusting for the ladies in the chat. Ooh, a little small one, though. Queen Elizabeth was coronated in 53. All right? And 53 is the 16th prime. 503, which is basically 53, 503 is the 96th prime. And England hosted Euro 96, and I think the Queen will die at 96, and the funeral will be 5:30. This is just, how does this not happen? Will I have a moment where I doubt this knowledge a little bit and I lose a bit of like passion for it if she doesn't go? Yeah, normal. But I always come back stronger, me, when I mess up or if I get something wrong. Some more 96s. Prince Charles and Diana divorced in 96. Princess Diana's funeral was September the 6th, 96. Ronaldo's dad supposedly died 96, and then he got that hat-trick in the 3-2 win against Norwich, 6,066 days after he died. Italy won the Euros for the first time in 53 years. And the 3 English players who missed penalties in the final were wearing jersey numbers that combined to 53. I try and tell you that all the time. Rashford wore 11, Sancho wore 17, Saka wore 25. You add up those numbers, you get 53. They missed the penalties. Italy win the first Euros in 53 years because the last time they won it was 1968. In 1968, that's when the term coronavirus was coined. The construction for the World Trade Center began. 9/11 became the emergency dialing code. Martin Luther King was supposedly assassinated on April the 4th. And all of that was 33 years before 9/11. COVID in gematria gets you 53. The reason Euro 2020 was played in 2021 was because of COVID. Since becoming Queen Elizabeth, she has led 53 Commonwealth countries. Won't be any more when she goes this year. Done. Like I said, 53 is the 16th prime. England have now qualified for the World Cup 16 times. This next bit is good. Swedish native. Remember when Denmark won the Euros? The Euros was held in Sweden. Well, do you remember the Swedish turnip head, Sven-Göran Eriksson? It made no sense why he coached England. Well, now I know why. Just decoding the reality, the matrix. Swedish native Sven-Göran Eriksson. Eriksson, guys, like Christian Eriksen. Sven-Göran Eriksson. Sven looks a little bit like 7 if you had E in it. Like Liverpool can get their 7th European Cup. Anyway, Swedish native Sven-Göran Eriksson. They even brought a song out about him. Sven-Göran Eriksson. He's a lovely geezer, but don't forget that he's from Sweden. They had to get his name out there. People singing his fucking name or her name. He coached England when David Beckham scored the famous free kick versus Greece. That took England to the World Cup. And I told you Prince Philip was born in Greece. I told you how Greece won the Euros in 2004. which was 18 years ago, and IHS in Giamatti was 18. Ronaldo signed for Man United at age 18, and then 18 years later, he signed for them at 36, and he's currently on 18 Premier League goals. I've decoded practically every game right with Ronaldo. I've told you when he's going to score and who's going to win. Nearly all season. In the 2002 World Cup, England beat Denmark 3-0 in the round of 16 and then lost in the quarterfinal 2-1 to Brazil. There's another 21 going with the 73s. Now check this out, baby. That game between England and Brazil was played on 21-6. All right? Do you know who was born 21-6? Prince William on summer solstice. All right? 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. And Eriksen's connected to 25. Guys, what are the chances of this? Christian Eriksen was born. Sven-Göran Eriksson was born 2-5. Ronaldo was born 2-5. And Neymar was born 2-5. Beckham was born 5-2, which can be written 2-5. Like, what are the chances of all of this? In all seriousness, what are the chances that Steven Gerrard's funeral is possibly the date of Elizabeth's? No, Steven Gerrard's upcoming birthday is the potential funeral of Elizabeth, if it happens. So Eriksson was born on 2-5. Sweden in Gematria gets you 25. And Euro 92 final was in Sweden. London gets you 25. The Euro 96 final was played in London, as was the Euro 2020 final. And for another 53, to go back to the Italy, the opening goal of Euro 2020, it was scored after 53 minutes, and it was a game between Italy and Turkey. First game of the Euros was played in Rome, where the Vatican is, and then the tournament ended in London, where Freemasonry was founded, between Italy and England. And that told you England losing was basically like the end of the British Empire for me. The Vatican won on that day. The Vatican beat the Freemasons. I don't know if they're connected or what, but there's some deep symbolism to all of that. Now check out these 25s. England converted 2 out of 5 of their penalties, like 25 in the Euro 2020 final. And who missed the decisive penalty? And everyone in the world was shocked that he took it. Saka, who's awful and people won't have it. And it's not a coincidence that Saka's 25 for England and 7 for Arsenal, and 257 is the 55th prime, which is the 10th Fibonacci triangular number, and Satan's 55 and 10. You might think Saka's this little innocent player, all right, is a female for a start, is shite, and is a Satanist, all right? And do you know who else missed in that shootout? Sancho. Do you know what his number is now at Man United? 25, okay? It's all connected. The guy who came from a German team, because I'm telling you, the royal family are Nazis. It's the mockery they do. They've had us worship these people like British legends, the British royal family. They're not. They're Satanists. And people are seeing it now. They're not looking at me like when I say that, like, what's he on about? They're seeing it. Sancho wears that 25 jersey for United. His teammate's Ronaldo, who was born on 2-5, who made no sense for him to come back to United, a mediocre United. It made no sense at 36 because it's all ritual. Another 25, Prince Charles remarried in 2005. He married Camilla. The Queen and Prince Philip were absent from Charles and Camilla's wedding because both the bride and groom had previously been divorced. All bullshit. Acting all noble. And by the way, speaking of noble, God save our noble Queen. You can go fuck yourself, Elizabeth. Mark Noble is going to be playing his last game for West Ham at home. It's going to be against Man City. Mark Noble, the guy who's been at West Ham 22 years. And if Elizabeth dies 520, she dies exactly 22 weeks after the Pope's birthday. Do you remember that? Do you remember the World Cup in 98? I'll always remember that. England got knocked out by Argentina. Pope Francis is from Argentina. The game finished 2-2, like 22, and then we lost 4-3 on penalties. Like the Super Bowl ended with 43 points, which was all about the Queen. Why I told you Cincinnati would lose. Because there's no way the Queen City Cincinnati were going to win when the Queen's going to die. I was on this ages ago. People thinking it was other people, that whatever. I know. I've been on this a year and a half at least, the Queen dying at 96. So I have so much work. That's why I can spit out these numbers. Obviously, Elizabeth became the Queen at age 25. I believe she dies 20th of May. And again, dying in May makes sense because The Prime Minister before Boris Johnson was Theresa May. Okay? I'll have to decode the hell out of that bloke. Theresa May, blatant bloke, all right? Blatant. Boris, blatant female. Boris Johnson born in New York, just like Donald Trump. Come on, give me a break. Is that the best we have? England's supposed to be one of the most powerful, respected countries in the world, and the best person we can get is Boris freaking Johnson, baby. What a joke, man. What an embarrassment. But I have said, I think recently, these countries, they've intentionally give people stupid prime ministers and presidents so people will be ready for a new world order, a one world government. It's actually good. We won't have to deal with Boris anymore or Biden. And that's what they're doing. That's why the Ukraine can have a fucking president who was a comedian, and then he was starting a show where he was pretending to be a president, and then he becomes one. How much more do you want to be mocked, ladies and gentlemen? The biggest talking point of Euro 2020 was Denmark's Christian Eriksen. The fact that he has Christian as his first name is mocking Christ. Having that cardiac arrest, what a joke. And like I said, he was born the year Denmark won the Euros. And who was the goalkeeper for Denmark in the Euros? Peter Schmeichel, who won the treble with Man United in 1999. And who was the goalkeeper for Denmark against England in the Euro 2020 semi-final? Kasper Schmeichel, Peter's fucking son. Can you just please go have a word with yourself now in a positive way and say, wait, shit. A father and son both went on to represent their country as goalkeepers for a pretty decent nation. Wait, what? People don't do it. They either just throw, oh, it's just good genes. Come on. Come on. Peter Schmeichel, amazing career. Kasper Schmeichel, amazing career. Kasper Schmeichel was the keeper for Leicester when they won the Premier League in 2016. The year Prince died. The year Kobe retired. The year Donald Trump became the president. The year that Russia got involved and basically hacked supposedly the US election. All this stuff happened in 2016. LeBron James wins the NBA with Cleveland, his hometown club, with the 216 dialing code, guys. I've told you Prince William was born 216, 216. 21 is, of course, connected to 6 because 21 is the 6th triangular number. We know they love 6. It's why England won the World Cup in 66. And number 6 lifted the trophy after England and Germany between them scored 6 goals. It's why the most recent World Cup finished 4-2 with 6 goals. It's why Harry Kane got the Golden Boot with 6 goals. It's why in 1986, Gary Lineker got the Golden Boot with 6 goals. It's why in Euro 2016, when Portugal won it, when Ronaldo won it, who was the top goal scorer in the Euros? Antoine Griezmann is a mediocre footballer. 6 goals. That's why I said don't be shocked to see these series in the NBA. A lot of them finish 4-2. Throw that 6 in your face. I'm talking too much about me right now. I'm going to focus on the chat. Okay? And I haven't even talked about the Spurs Arsenal game, baby. Have I? I've not even discussed that, how rigged that game was. What did you put in your smoothie? Maybe you're thinking it's drugs the way I behave, but mango, banana, raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, orange. And I think that's it, baby. There's no grass in there. All right, let's read this. Arsenal clown deliberately got sent off. It was planned. Do you know what made me laugh? One of my mates messaged me because I don't watch the games, do I? I won't watch the games. And they said, you're going to laugh at this. This might actually be a coincidence. I went, come on, it's not. There's no such thing. He said, and he sent me an image. It said, Rob Holding booked for Holding. I can't remember what player it was. But it said Holding was booked for Holding. I was like, oh my God. That Rob Holding is shite. All right? Just a Mason. And from what I've heard, the sending off was intentional. Like the second yellow card was like, because again, I played at a decent level and I should have played at a way higher level. I've got a lot of mates who played at a decent level. And they told me, I'll have to watch the highlights, Rob Holding did the most ridiculous foul or pulled someone's shirt to get a second yellow. and he did it on Son or something. And I was like, okay, of course Son was involved, the guy who's always doing the one-eyed symbolism. Okay, or this one that he does. If I saw Son, if I see one of these, a part of me wants to go to England and see one of them. I'm not acting all tough. I just want to see one of them and just call them out. Not be like, oh my God, it's Harry Kane. I'm like, Harry, you Mason. I know all about you, son. All right? I know all about you. I know you were born exactly 22 weeks after Bobby Moore died, who was England's captain in '66. I know you're probably winning the World Cup, mate. And you know, don't you, you inverted twat. I'd love to see what he'd say to that. And I say, let's go now, Harry or Harriet. One-on-one, right now, me against you. Let's see how fucking good you are. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, Harry. Fucking bell end. Oh, sorry about that. These people wind me up. Someone like Harry Kane. People talking. How is he the captain of England, man? It's fucking shit. He's shit. Shit footballer. No, he's not, Adam. He's not. Adam, you're on a different level. The reason I'm on this level is because of the support I get, and also because I've given my life to this, and because I'm being guided by angels. The work that's coming out of my mouth right now is not me. Just know that. Just like these Satanists can get possessed by the devil and pull out these amazing songs and do these incredible feats, angels are using me right now to spit out this knowledge. I don't know how I'm doing this. I keep saying this just lad from Bradford, who's a good lad, pretty smart lad, good banter, is doing this. I don't know. I didn't really give a shit about numbers at all. At all. I didn't. Aguero, watch my Aguero videos. Didn't he retire at age 33? What a fucking joke. After playing at Barcelona, the most Catholic club you can imagine. You make these footballers get loads of tattoos. Their agents do it. The tattoos are part of their honor for Lucifer. Look at Britney Spears' tattoos. Look to see what the tattoos mean. Look at Zlatan's. Don't just see his 8-pack, all right, and his beaky nose. Look at the tattoos and what they mean. Doesn't Beckham have an eagle tattoo on his back? Which is Freemasonry. That's why the Russian flag has an eagle in it. So does the Mexican flag. I think Beckham has a giant eagle on his back. Just George Floyd had a giant eagle on his chest. Well, it wasn't George Floyd. It was somebody playing the role of George Floyd. What's good, Indiglo child, baby? You just visit and I hope you're enjoying it. Only 1% will make it out. Many are too lost. I disagree. I'm not going to have that mindset of just 1%. I don't think everybody will get this, and I don't think everybody's meant to access this knowledge. But I think I do see an awakening coming. I feel it now. That's why I'm going live when I'm exhausted. I work so hard. I go live because I'm like, no, keep the momentum going. Don't stop. More people are talking about me now. And I don't care about them talking about me. I care about them talking about my work. I care about them watching these games and thinking, oh, here we go, more bullshit scripted drama. Why do you think they call it like box office and stuff like that? Drama, the greatest show on earth. It's a joke. ESPN, they put entertainment before sport. And it has the word programming in it. Programming network. Saka born on a date, leaving 117 days left in the year. Yep. And then he got shamed on 11/7. They get used for the numbers. Respect for sharing this forbidden knowledge. I'll keep sharing it till the day I die, mate. Marie, give me the 20th like. Thank you. I like that. I like people saying, hey, Illusion, I'll just give you a 33rd like, the 21st like, the whatever number I'm talking about. I like that people see that now. When you used to leave a like on somebody's video, you didn't even acknowledge what number your like was, did you? But now we are, because we tapped in. My second cousin name is Adam Edwards. Oh, my goodness. Telling me he has a great name, baby. Sarah Everard murder was coded to the maximum 100%. Masterifics was born in 96. Oh, my God. I was born in 86, 6 years before you, baby. I was born the year of the hand of God, guys. I was born when Argentina won the World Cup with Maradona. It's just crazy shit, man. I told you I was born on my dad's birthday. My dad was 11 years old when England won the World Cup because he was born in 55. 11, my favorite number. Come on. Born on my dad's 31st birthday, the 11th prime. England drew 1-1 in the Euro 2020 final, 1-1. It's just, I don't know. If she goes, then I'll say a prayer to God and thank the angels. And I don't need any people. I said in the song, whatever I wrote, that truth is not a competition. When I said it, it felt I got chills down my body. Truth is not a competition. It's not. It isn't. It's not at all. So when you share truth with people, share a great decode, then great. It shouldn't be about ego. The only time I ever snap, guys, and rave on about how good I am is when people do try and tell me, you talk shit, you steal work, you this, that. It's like, what? I know people want to try and bring you down. That's the only time I ever go on about how good I am. That is it. I don't come on here, again, Illusion does it again, baby. He calls Spurs to beat Arsenal, perfect code. Here he is. Ooh, come on, guys, hit the like button. I don't do any of that. But if you're going to fucking call me out, anyone, I will fucking tell you how good I am. I've always done it. With whatever it is, if I'm shit at it, I'm not going to obviously come out and say it. Bend it like the Baphomet. Bend it like Beckham. Have you seen that movie? I have to decode that, don't I? Bend it like Beckham. That came out in 2002. Right after Beckham bent it in the top corner against Greece. Beckham, who's a bender, whatever he is. And obviously Keira Knightley starred in that movie, who starred in Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. We know Johnny Depp's mother died 5/20/2016, 6 years before the Queen's going to die. That's why Johnny Depp's all over the news, because his mum died 5/20/2016. Keira Knightley in that movie, no word of a lie, looks like Jack Grealish. With the hairband, the blonde hair, Keira Knightley in Bend It Like Beckham looks like Grealish and looks a little bit like when Beckham had the fucking hairband. When supposedly Fergie kicked a boot or a water bottle at his eye. You know they go through all these black eye club rituals, guys. Popes with the black eyes, the politicians with them, the celebrities with them. It's some sort of Masonic ritual. Beckham's even an ambassador for this World Cup. Just speaking of centuries with Beckham, Beckham was the first English player to get a century of caps in the Champions League. 10 times 10's 100. Like, 104th day of the year. Yeah, I was born the 104th day of the year on 104 date numerology. And I think Elizabeth's going to go, what, the 140th day of the year? I think it is. Oh, I found something else insane. I haven't shared this with anyone, but I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it. From the time Elizabeth became the Queen to when she was coronated, guys, 1 year, 117 days. 1117. You shitting me? Shit me not. 1187, guys. No, 1117 is the 187th prime at Society of Jesus. And do you know this? That 1 year, 117 days is exactly 69 weeks, the reflection of 96. 1 year, 117 days, 1117, the 187th prime, like Society of Jesus, is exactly 69 weeks, the reflection of 96, the age she's going to die. We told man went to the moon in 69. Never happened. Just never happened, guys. At all. 5 + 20 + 22. Yeah, I've got that. Thank you. Equals 47. And Elizabeth married Charles in 47. Guys, if you saw my code, I've not shown anyone it yet. I give you like little bits of it, because if I did it all, I would be going live for about 6 hours. Bono is a satanic invert. I did my code about Bono. I just, people like Bono, man, they make my skin crawl. Like what they've done to us, how they've deceived us. Yes, they've had a couple of good songs, but again, it's not them writing it, it's demons. I did my live yesterday how Lady Gaga said she wrote 3 of her hit songs, Just Dance, Poker Face, and I can't remember the other one. She wrote all 3 of them in 10 minutes. Satan gets you 10. So Bono turned 62. Bono gets you 62. Queen gets you 62. She was coronated on 6/2. 62 was 10 years after 52 when she became the Queen. Bono's birthday on the 10th day of the month, 10 days before her likely death date, and Queen's funeral is 10 days after she dies. And I told you Paul David Hewson is his full name, 174, like when Philip got buried, 174, like we just had the 174th Grand National. Gaga is a demon. What did she say again? I'm just bluffing with my muffin. I'm just bullshitting that I have a vagina. That's what it means. Poker face. These people, all of these inverts, they've got poker faces. A poker face means when you're hiding something, yeah? You're hiding your true cards. You don't want your true cards being revealed. And that's why her song, Poker Face. Was it her first song as well? Poker face. I'd love to fucking punch you in your face, Gaga, you bloke. Fucking deceiver. England should win Euro 2024. I don't think so. Maybe I haven't looked that far ahead. Just know the 224 is going to be connected to World War III because Russia basically invaded the Ukraine on 224, February the 24th. Gianna War number 2, Kobe War 24. There's so many 224s. But yeah, I haven't looked that far. I don't even know if there's going to be another Euros. I just know the next Euros is going to be the 17th edition. And obviously Freemasonry was founded in London, England in 1717. So it might be a good sign for England to go back to back. They've never won a Euros. They've only ever won the World Cup. Never won the Euros. Yeah, World War, turn the W sideways, it's 33. All right, I'll go through my Spurs code. And the main reason I liked Spurs today was the 25. It was a really good sign for Elizabeth to die 25 with this game being the North London derby, okay? So check this out. Spurs should win this to add to the drama, and they are plus 120. Again, plus 120 is very nice. Anytime you can get plus odds, it's great. A lot of my odds are plus odds or just below. And they were plus money. Spurs get 20th Premier League win and stay on 5 draws like 25. I believe Elizabeth dies 25. And this is the North London derby. Elizabeth became queen at age 25. Arsenal in Gematria is 25. Arsenal stayed on 25 season wins. Okay, all those stuff there is not by accident. All right? And the 25 connects to 5 because 5 times 5 is 25. And like I said, Spurs got the 20th win and stayed on 5 draws, 25. Arsenal stayed on 25 wins in the league. Arsenal stayed on 66 points. Corona 66. England won the World Cup in 66. In London, told you this was the North London derby. The Spurs coach, who's a blatant Jesuit, his personality is even faker than his hair, Conte, he was born on 317, the 31st of July, 317. 317 is the 66 prime, and Arsenal stayed on 66 points against the guy who was born on the 66 prime date. Arsenal stayed on 21 wins and 3 draws because the 25 is wins in all competition. So they stayed on 21 wins and 3 draws, like 2-1-3. Super Bowl 56 was on 2-1-3. Arsenal FC equals 56. Their coach Arteta was born on 26-3, 263, the 56 prime. This game was a span of 56 days after the Spurs coach's birthday. And I keep telling people, I did a video about it, Mikel Arteta was the first Premier League coach to get coronavirus because he was born on 26-3, 263, the 56 prime, coronavirus 56, COVID vaccine 56. Why they chose Arteta? This is why they gifted him that FA Cup in his first season to take part in this ritual. Spurs got to 65 points. Pandemic gets you 65. Arsenal Football Club gets you 65. Notice how Spurs came into this game with 62 points. Queen 62, coronated 6-2. Spurs got their 67th. This was really important for me. Spurs got their 67th win versus Arsenal all time. I think the Queen dies 5/20, 2022. Add up those numbers, 67. Her recent birthday was 4/21, 2022. Add up those 4 numbers, 67. Kobe Bryant died 1/26, 2020. Add up all those numbers, 67. When you type in words like sacrificed and human sacrifice and all of that, it gets you 67. And obviously 67 is connected to 19. And Queen gets you 19, and she got vaccinated on January the 9th. 1-9. And this pretty much for me confirms she's going at 96. And again, remember, I said 96 before anyone. The 520 I said a couple of days into February. I may have even said in January. Because I know it was before the Super Bowl when I said it, because I had Cincinnati to lose that with the connection with the Queen. So, and that was mid-February, and I did it way before. So, yeah, the last time these two teams met, guys, prior to today, check this out. 96 days ago. They played 96 days prior. Queen Elizabeth's 96. Told you how big Euro 96 is. Beckham makes his debut for England in 96. 3 Lines on a Shirt was released in 96 and 520. If she dies 520 this year, she's going to die exactly 26 years after that song was released. She was born in 26, became the Queen 26. Queen in Gematria is 26, 26 letters in the alphabet. I could go on all day. I just want this to happen because I want people to get my code, my 30, 40, 50 page, whatever it's going to be by the end of it. Toronto Maple Leafs won 1967 Blue Jays, won 1993 Raptors 2019, all within 26 years. Fuck me, I might take that. I might take that. Thank you so much, Brody. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, where I'm going to put it, but something about that code I enjoyed there. Oh, I didn't tell you this. I haven't shared this. I only shared it with my Patreon. This is going to blow your fucking head off. Oh, first of all, I checked if Patreon owed me any money because I knew they did. It's not much. But I went to check it. They owe me $67.19. 67.19, 67 the 19th prime. What the heck is this? This stuff happens to me all the time. I love this. Things like that always happen to me. The receipt that I get, everything. The angels talk to me. And you know what I did? Because I know London Bridge is all to do with this, of course, because it's Operation London Bridge, how the world and England's going to respond to Elizabeth's death. Oh my God, I'm talking about it 1 hour and 17 minutes in, 117 when Euro 2020 final was. I talked about 117 earlier in the live. And I typed in, this is the shit I do at 2 a.m. I typed in, oh no, maybe I did this earlier. I lose track. Time's an illusion, baby. I typed in the London Bridge nursery rhyme into the Gematrinator. Guys, it gets you 1967, which is the year Jurgen Klopp was born. So London Bridge is falling down. I don't think a London team, Chelsea's winning that FA Cup, guys. If London's going down, I take those clues like that. London Bridge is going down. Where do Chelsea play? Stamford Bridge in London. So I really, and I said it at the beginning, I really firmly believe that Liverpool will beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. And I really believe Liverpool will beat Real Madrid. And you'll get decent prices in both. I'll be really shocked. And they're not losing both of them at all. So if you bet on both, you'll be fine. And because I think they'll win both. The blokes, have all started wearing long sleeve gloves lately, covering those man arms. Again, they're going down, guys. Like, I can feel it. And when I say stuff like that and I feel it, it means something now. Because I've been right about so many things. When I feel things, they're going down. They're going down. It's all being revealed. Everything they've hidden from us. Told you these secret societies, keeping the society's secrets a secret. They've been doing that for centuries. It's all being revealed. God's allowing X amount of people to see what they're doing now. There will be a new world, and it's not going to be their one. It's not going to be their new world order. It's not. Because if the majority just stop consenting, it's done for them. It's just done. Yeah, what about the footballers who wear gloves but are wearing short sleeves? What's that all about? It's just stupid. You're cold, so why are you wearing a short sleeve shirt with gloves? It's just, a lot of the shit they do is just so bafflingly stupid that maybe it's just to mock you. We just do whatever we want. I think Liverpool are going to smash Southampton, by the way. I would definitely get Liverpool -1 if I was still betting. I think they're going to smash them. And let's do it just one more time for fun. You know I like to do it. Southampton-Liverpool connections. All right. Titanic built in Liverpool, set off from Southampton. What a load of shit that whole story was. They had to make a 3-hour movie about it. Southampton players, let's see how fast I can do them now, who went to Liverpool. Klein, Lallana, Ricky Lambert, Mane, Van Dijk, Peter Crouch, Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's just a fucking joke. It really, Danny Ings. Yeah, Aguero loved his gloves, didn't he? That's a good point. Again, he always did. Now, that's why if you notice when I do my lives, I did the Son. I did the Son one. I did the Mane one. People are like, oh, they're seeing. I did a video a while back showing you all these celebrations they do. And that video really was huge in regards to people sending me messages like, I never noticed the celebrations before. And now I'm seeing them. And they're all doing the same one. So thank you for that. It's like, yep. What they're going to do, okay, they're going to do the Masonic point. They're going to do the devil horns. They're going to cover one eye. Like, what? It's the same ones that they all do. Now, DWG, there's some good numbers there. Was Maradona involved in any of this evil bullshit? Absolutely. Maradona was a female. That's why as he got older, he looked like your auntie. You could see he was a woman. So yeah, it's magic involved. That's why they can let a little woman, 5'5" Argentinian, become the best player in the world. It's Masonic ties, it's ritual, it's magic, it's bloodline, and then that's how it works at the top. People like us will never get there. And that's one of the main reasons why I do this, because I had all the ability in the world as a footballer, and I never stood a chance. I wish I fucking knew that when I was young. I wouldn't have been training with Bradford City. I wouldn't have given my heart and soul to Bradford City. I just wouldn't have gone if I knew this, that I had no chance. Yeah, the hand of God was mockery. Just ask yourself this, right? If it's not magic or whatever, or not rigged. I always say this. Let me get his exact measurement, actually, because I don't want to just guess. See if it gives me it. All right, I might have to check this guy. All right, Peter Shilton was England's goalkeeper in 1986, the year I was born. 6'1". Can you please tell me how a 5'5" Argentinian out-jumped him, even by using his hand? When Shilton was 6 inches taller than him, or even taller, whatever it is. Significantly taller than Maradona. How did Maradona jump higher than Shilton when Shilton could also use his hands? He could actually use his hands legally. How did he get that? How did Maradona dribble through all of England's team, who back then supposedly had the best defense in the world? He just walked through them, including Shilton. You would have smashed him. I've said this so many times. You go back and watch the goal again. You would have smashed him as Peter Shilton. You would have smashed through Maradona if it was a real game. The big, massive goalie and a little tiny 5-foot guy, the keeper would have gone out and smashed him. I would have gone into him, got the ball, but hurt him where you can get away with it. I would not have let him out jump me. And then they do shit like that for VAR. Well, we need VAR because imagine we had VAR when Maradona did that and we could have won the World Cup. It doesn't matter who wins the World Cup. It's all a show, just like Oscars. Not about who the most talented actor is. It's about ritual or whatever they want to promote. Wins the Oscar, not the actor. It's magic, yeah, with a K. It's Crowley magic. Don't play with magic, guys, please. Don't play with it. Angels will come to you if you've got the right spirit. Don't play with magic and demons to gain in this realm. Okay? Be as pure as you can. We're not all completely pure. I do things that I shouldn't do. All right? No one's perfect. Okay? But don't play with magic. And I've told you, Disney have done really well in making people believe magic is just a fairy tale, when magic is what basically runs the realm. Magic runs the realm for me. Magic and numbers. And numbers are magical. So there you have it. Maybe we're all magic deep down, but these people really know how to use black magic. I don't know how they're using the magic. Again, I ain't a Mason. I'm not a Satanist. I don't know how it's being done, but I've just been so perfect in so many things for 2 years that something's not right. The world that we thought we were living in is not what it is what I'm trying to show people. The reality that we are experiencing is not what you really think it is. The post-sports game you're watching, it's not really what you think it is. That's why I can tell you what's going to happen before it's going to happen. Did I have more on my code for Arsenal? So I go off topic. Oh yeah, Kobe Bryant, by the way, was drafted in 96. Another Kobe Queen connection. And Arsenal stayed on 4 season draws in all competitions, got their 13th loss, like 4-1-3. And that's when Kobe Bryant retired, April the 13th. That worked for me as well with, what was the other game that I coded recently? Oh, Villa. Villa stayed on 13 wins and 4 draws when Kobe retired, and Liverpool beat them. And I know people are still asking me, what's Kobe got to do with it? I still don't know. I just know Kobe's connected to revelation in the Bible. He's definitely connected to the Queen. He's definitely connected to the Pope. That's all I need to tell you. I don't know why they chose him, what it is about him, if he was a real person, if he was a demon, if the character was playing him, I don't know. But Kobe's connected to the book of Revelation. When I keep talking about the 4 horsemen, that's why I keep talking about all the 4s. That's why I said one of the main reasons Liverpool might win all 4 trophies. It doesn't look great right now. If they win 3, that's still amazing for me. I've called practically, for the last half of the season, I've told you who's going to win in Liverpool games. I might not be perfect. They might not win all 4. The Queen might die fucking a month after, but the knowledge I'm putting out right now, it's absolutely mind-blowing. It should be at least making you reconsider your reality and your perspective. That's what I'm doing. Every day. I ain't perfect, though. Gematria is Jewish mysticism, yeah. And again, I don't focus too much on just gematria. I've told you to get really good at this. Yes, the Euro 24 was a rigged job. If you want, I'll do a video about it. Watch my video about Leicester winning the Premier League in 2016. That was one of my favourites. Leicester City gets you 81. They finished with 81 points. Kobe Bean Bryant gets you 81. His highest scoring game was 81. He died in a helicopter crash, just like the Leicester owner. It all syncs up. Kobe had a tattoo of a crown like king. Leicester play at the King Power Stadium. I could go on all day with that Leicester one. So watch that one. If you want me to do a decode, look at the Denmark one I did recently. If you want me to do a decode about Greece winning it, I'll happily do it for you. Oh, I want to say a massive thank you. And I'm not expecting this. Like, I never asked for this. I don't plug myself for like, oh, send me a tip and do this, hit this button, support me, la. But I want to say thank you. Where is it? Oh, no, I think it was a comment. It was a comment. But I got some food today, and it's because somebody, I think they've won a lot of money on the Spurs game. And he sent me some money to my PayPal. I won't say how much, but I had a really nice dinner with it, put it that way. So thank you so much. I want to find his name. Sorry, give me a moment. But yeah, Michael's saying Spurs now on 20 wins and 5 draws. I'm just going to say it was in my code, baby. And guys, when a lot of you tell me things that I already know, I still say thank you. If I say I've already got that in my code, but thanks. I ain't being a prick. I'm not trying to be annoying. Maybe I shouldn't even tell you. Let me hear this from Thomas. I've got 99 comments. That's hilarious. Prince Philip died at 99 on the 99th day of the year. Don Shula died 99 days after Kobe. And I've got 10 messages. Thomas Lockwood, who I have a lot of respect for, he said, people at work have started asking me who's going to win tonight, mate, because he keeps giving them my picks and they going against him. I said Spurs today. Everyone disagreed. Yesterday, I had City, Leicester, Everton draw. Can't wait to see their faces when I tell them West Ham going to beat City on Sunday. If they do, they'll be paying me for tips on Monday. Ha, ha, ha. I just say, check out the illusion, baby. No, listen, Thomas, you take it. You don't even have to tell them about the illusion. Take my picks. You make some extra money that can pay for you to pay the $10 for me. You don't even have to tell them about me. Have them think that it's you. You become Thomas. You become the illusion. You don't need to tell them about me. I don't need everyone to know about me. But the fact that Spurs got to 20 wins and stayed on 5 draws, and Arsenal stayed on 25 wins in all competitions, tells me she has to go 25. The North London derby. Adam is my visionary. Thank you, but I don't know what to say. There's so many comments. I'm going to have to respond after this. I need to find this. Crazy Rocker. Don't know your actual name. He said, dinner is on me, mate. Enjoy. Check your PayPal. That's just breathtaking. And I want to tell you something here, like, which has really helped me. You know, when I had the stage of where I was gambling all the time, and I was doing YouTube videos. I never went live because my life was decoding and gambling and watching sports. That's what it was. And I was betting $2,000 on a game, $1,000 daily. It makes me sick. And this is why I try and help people. It's a disease when you gamble that amount, because it's not like I'm a millionaire. And I was doing it because I was winning a lot. But still, it makes me cringe that I did it. So anytime I ever did a bet at like $200, $300, in my head, it felt like $30. I had no respect for money whatsoever. It was really bad. And now someone sends me some money for a lunch. I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful for that. I got greedy. The reason why everyone said, you're so good at coding, this, that, and the other. But I wasn't doing it for the right reasons. I was doing it to get rich. And I wasn't really growing. I was just staying stagnant. And now I'm putting everyone before me. Everyone. Again, which sometimes isn't good for my health, but whatever. I still guess I look after myself. I exercise, I eat well. Maybe I don't sleep as much as I should, but thank you so much, Crazy Rocker, for dinner tonight. It was delicious. I'll tell you what I had, baby. I had a cheeky sushi roll, and I had these hurricanes, which is like fresh fish, and a cheeky orangeade. Like they call it naranja mineral, like fizzy orange, but with soda water. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Somebody thinks the World Cup final finishes 4-3. I think it'll go to penalties and finish 4-3. I like you 4-3. I think it'll go to penalties and finish 4-3. I really do. Hello, Don. Devell. Again, there's very few people that make me react like that. Durrell needs his own show. Durrell is hilarious. Durrell's highly intelligent. Did I say Durrell's hilarious? But he don't want a platform. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are gifted at decoded. They don't want a platform. They're very funny. They don't want a platform. It's fine. But this guy, Durrell's the guy who always sends things in the super chat when he really doesn't, and definitely don't tonight. But he's just funny, and he sends me cool videos and links to share and photos. And he was the one who used to say, "Adam, illusion." No, I don't think he calls me illusion. Durrell, do you call me illusion or Adam? I don't even know. You call me illusion, don't you? But there's a few people who've said in my community. Farley is another one who I love to bits, who's in New Jersey. He was like, oh, you need to just calm down, illusion. You're doing too much. You got to do things for yourself. Go get a massage. Wink, wink. I was like, oh, God. Jeez Louise, baby. I know what you're saying there. And he was always trying to push me into do it. You need some time for Adam, not forget about the illusion. How many people are asking me for your Patreon now? I don't know. Like with my Patreon, do you know what's really nice now? I don't feel any pressure anymore. Like I trust the universe. Like I have a thing in my head now where I could go 2 weeks and not get a sports pick right. And I won't get upset. I won't let it affect me. I'd be like, all right, okay. Where do I need to go? What am I going to learn? Is this a test? Whereas maybe 6 months ago, every time I got a new Patreon, I'm like, yes. Every time I lost one, oh, God, I lost the Patreon. I ain't doing that. I believe the universe. Whatever I have now, I don't even know what the number is. I have. I might wake up tomorrow with more. might wake up with less. I'm not too fussed anymore. I've said with Patreon, I'm going to ride it out for as long as I can. I give my heart and soul to Patreon. Anything that I'm committed to, I give my heart and soul. And from day one, I have on Patreon. More people appreciate my work now because in all reality, I'm having a shocker with this straw. In all reality, that the quality of my videos haven't got that much better than a year and a half ago. I've been doing this for that long. Just more people are actually sharing my work. Do you know what really helped me was Twitter. I only got on Twitter because YouTube suspended me for a week. So I got on Twitter just to tell people because they were worried about me. And it's so funny that my name's the Illusion 111 and Queen Elizabeth was born on the 111th day of the year. Ronaldo made his second debut for United on 9/11, leaving 111 days left in the year. And I said Ronaldo would sign for United and make his debut and score on that date. I think, was it 3 or 4 weeks before? I told you Eric Ten Hag would be United's coach. I said that. The amount of things, like, if without being arrogant, I don't need to do it because I forget myself. If I wrote a list, and not to show off, not to present to you, I might do it anyway. If I wrote a list of what I've been able to do with this knowledge, it's a fucking impressive list. And I don't know how I've managed to get to the point that I have. I still have moments where I think, wait, what the fuck, Adam? What are you doing? Why are you decoding the Matrix? What the fuck is this? So that Adam that I used to be is still there. It comes out. But this illusion character, I don't know if he was forced upon me, if it's destiny. I don't know. If it's just my script and I have no choice. I don't know any of this. But check this out with the 111. 607, like 67. She's going to die 67 dating emoji, in my opinion. Do you know 6 out of the last 7 NFL games were decided by 3 points as well? I marked that down. 607 is the 111th prime. You can't make this shit up. And I told you 503 is the 96th prime. She was coronated in 53 and she's going to die at 96. Yeah, West Ham, a massive price to beat Man City. Again, I just think that if Man City beat West Ham, then Liverpool's game against Wolves means nothing. Do you think they're going to do that? Like, if it's a TV show, a movie, don't you think they're going to want drama with the top 4, the league, and the relegation all on the last day? I think so. I think West Ham are going to beat City. It's obviously massive odds. Like, West Ham doing it is the equivalent of like a future. All right, plus 700. So again, on games like that, you don't have to bet big. I definitely wouldn't bet on City, put it that way. City might thump them 9-0, for all I know. But I think West Ham will be the team that beat City because of the Olympic Stadium connection, opened in 2016, 6 years ago. The David Moyes connection with Scottish Freemasonry, the fact that he was at Man United. That FA Cup final with Liverpool-West Ham, where Gerrard scored that goal that finished 3-3. So I think my safest thing that I would say to you guys, is just bet on Liverpool to win out. They'll beat Southampton, they'll beat Wolves. I don't know if you get any type of value, maybe against Southampton, and I think they beat Chelsea and I think they beat Real Madrid. And I know there's amazing decodes for Real Madrid. I've read some people have sent me Real Madrid are gimmies, the dead certs. Again, when you use those terms, you're playing with fire. So I think like the one I'm most comfortable about is the FA Cup final, because I called it at the beginning of the FA Cup. And then I'm confident they beat Madrid. I'll do a code for you guys before the game. When's the game? The 28th, potentially 8 days. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. The Champions League final's 8 days after the Queen's going to die, in my opinion. And Prince Philip's funeral was 8 days after he died. And Kobe's jersey number was 8 when he started off. Jeez Louise. The meta universe is like a sideways 8. Oh, and by the way, if, just more for England, my throat's hurting with this. The air conditioner's working now, but it hurts my throat. If Elizabeth dies 5:20, 2 days before the end of the Premier League season, I would definitely say that's another good omen for England to get the second World Cup if the Premier League finishes 2 days after she dies. Man City lose, I win $500. Good luck, mate. Yeah, so if City win that, the league's over. It's done. In my opinion. Yeah, it will be. It's practically done, but I don't think they're going to win it. You might want to do West Ham double chance, but I think West Ham have a code to win. So when it's that price, just do it. Yeah, I do like the idea of Arsenal winning the next 2 games and Spurs. And then Arsenal gets 72 points because Pope Francis became the Pope the 72nd day of the year. And Spurs get 71. That's when coronavirus was declared a global pandemic, the 71st day of the year. So I do like that. Maybe keep an eye on Spurs and Arsenal to win out. They'll probably both win the next game, Spurs and Arsenal. Guys, you should start making notes what I say, because in my live, I'm practically always right with these stuff. I said Chelsea will beat Leeds. Everton are going to draw the next game. I said about 3 weeks ago, Norwich probably won't win another game. And they've lost every game since I said that. Sometimes I say stuff, the angels are speaking to me. I'm not even doing a deep decode. I've been right about every Liverpool game recently, but one where they drew with Spurs. Every other game I've been right. So listen to the stuff I say in these lives, because I don't know. I seem to be right a lot of the time. The baseball tonight, looks like Dodgers are going to get battered. I've got to listen to my spirit. Dodgers had an amazing code. My spirit told me they weren't going to win because of the odds. It made no sense. Odds are important. Dodgers are the top of their league, or whatever it's called. Philly are like 4th. The game's in LA, and LA were slight favorites. And it looks like they're going to get beat. So yeah, Peter Shilton, I might have to decode him. Peter Shilton's currently 72 years old. Why did Peter Shilton wear the number 13 jersey for England? How strange is that? Is that because Real Madrid are going to stay on 13 European Cups? Adam Truth, all that, 200 acres torched so far, and the winds are picking up the Crown Valley Parkway area. Wow. Guys, have you been keeping an eye on Elizabeth? Have they been saying anything? I've not been keeping up. Is anything about what I'm hoping, like around the 18th, 19th, is like Elizabeth has taken a turn for the worse. She's now in XY hospital. That's what I need a few days before. Or do you think it's going to be a slow burner? Do you think they're going to do that 2 or 3 days before, saying that she's taken a turn for the worst? Or do you think it's just going to be complete shock? Queen Elizabeth has died, like in her sleep or whatever. I don't think I'm going to sleep on the 19th. I don't think I'll sleep because I'm 8 hours behind, or 7 hours behind England. I don't think I'm going to sleep next Thursday, to be honest. And yeah, it's going to be pretty wild. And if she don't go, I guess I'll just keep going. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Baby, I'll keep doing it. What's the date today? Today's the 12th. All right, I'll do a little bit longer. And then I better get off. and just maybe have an hour to myself. No, I don't like. If you read my code for the Dodgers, you got to read carefully what I say. Like if I ever say like don't bet big, like barely do put anything on it. The Dodgers code was fantastic, but the odds, it didn't make any sense, and it was the late night game. I should have known better. Because great codes is not the be all end all. I like a great code where the odds make sense. Basically, when you have a great code, and it was like, why were the Dodgers minus 143 at home when they've got this incredible record? What are they, 20-9? And they could have gone 21-9, 219 days in connection with the Pope. But it doesn't look like it's happening. But again, baseball's a joke, isn't it? Baseball's a joke. You can get like 5 runs in an inning in the 9th. World Cup final should end 3-3. That'd be hilarious. It would not shock me. Thank you, Balanced Medway, for the peace and blessings, everyone. I don't understand how Rangers got as far as they have because it's all ritual. Again, you think 2 ex-footballers. I'll have to do the numbers, but you got Gerrard, who played for England. You got Van Bronckhorst, who's now Rangers coach, played for Holland. Both have royal families, England and Holland. Van Bronckhorst obviously played in England for Arsenal. And I've read, people disagree, I've read Elizabeth's favourite team's Arsenal. It was definitely her mother's favourite team. But there are articles saying West Ham's a favourite team, then Rangers are. Like, I don't know what it actually is, but I've read multiple saying Arsenal. So yeah, the whole Rangers thing is, it just shows you it's not about ability, is it? Look who Rangers. I'll just do this quickly. Look who Rangers are playing week in, week out. Who they have to play. So they're playing teams like, I don't know, Dundee United, Ross County, teams like Livingston, St Johnstone. These extremely mediocre teams. All right, so they're not getting any real competition. And then they can go and batter Dortmund. Or they can knock out Leipzig. And there's teams like Barcelona and Udinese and, I don't know, Leicester City, decent teams. And they're playing like St Johnstone. And they've got a championship team. But Rangers, Celtic fans, they won't accept it. Because Celtic have maybe a few times had decent results in the Champions League. But it's magic. It's not players like... It's not. Celtic are a really Catholic club. But Celtic, who just got the 52nd league title, that's another great sign for it to go on 520. Isn't it? Lindsay got 21 out of 25 picks in 3 days. I think it was. That's fantastic. If you have a Patreon, Lindsay, plug it. Oh, yeah, one team, the classic one team that ruins your parlay. You've got to be careful with parlays. I would avoid them. But again, if you're only betting small, you kind of have to. I just don't like gambling. I don't like what it does to people, gambling. I really don't. I don't like what it did to me even when I won. Definitely didn't like what it did to me when I lost. Yeah, Queen has Arsenal numbers. Arsenal going to win a Champions League, what, in 2025? I don't know. I don't even know if there'll be pro sports by then. How do lizards die? She won't die. I don't think these people die. I don't know what characters they are, if they're infinite beings. Shapeshifters, I don't know. Demons, I don't think they die. A lot of people say Elizabeth's already dead, went years ago. That could have happened, and now somebody's playing the role of Elizabeth. I don't know any of that. It's a bit of a head fuck when you start doing that, but I'm just decoding what they're going to tell the world. I think they're going to announce her death May the 20th. Whether she died years ago, whether she's not dead, whether it's legit and it's organic, I have to just do that. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, Charles did look at that crown. He knows he's getting it. Do you know he's the longest ever heir to the throne? He's been waiting for this a long time because Elizabeth's the longest reigning monarch, 70 years. Charles has been waiting forever. I bet he's thinking, really, you're gonna fucking Elizabeth becomes the queen at 25 and I have to wait till I'm fucking 73 to become king? What a piss take. You know what I mean? She's the queen for 70 years. They say the average man dies about 76. Well, enjoy your fucking couple of years, Charlie boy. Charlie bit my finger. I bet that was some bullshit ritual by the code for Prince Charles. It had to be Charlie bit his fucking finger, didn't it? And what about that? I'll have to do a video about this. What's it called? Let me find it. I've got so many tabs open. I'm going to close some of them now. Wait a second. Those don't close the... Okay, Greta Thunberg. We don't need to look at her. Yeah, I need to leave that. Yeah, do you remember that yodeling kid in Walmart? Do you remember him? That... whatever he said. His fucking name was Mason Ramsey. The kid in Walmart who was fucking doing that bullshit. His first name was Mason. It's a fictional character. Yodeling kid. Mason Ramsey. Do you know why that's pure mockery? I have to do a video about it. Mason Ramsey? And Alf Ramsey, who won the World Cup with England, was a Mason. So they call this kid, the yodeling kid, Mason Ramsey. Look out for Aaron Ramsey to score for Rangers in that final. We've said this. Every time he scores, a big celebrity dies. And that Europa League final's 2 days before the Queen dies, or potentially dies. It's truly baffling, man. I just don't know what to say about it all. I'll read a few more comments and I'll get off. I've been a really long day, but not a negative day, just long. Yeah, 70 years. She became the Queen in 52. It's 2022. She became the Queen 70 years ago. That's why you had Bristol Rovers beating Scunthorpe 7-0, like 70, and Scunthorpe stayed in 26 points. And you know what? My last ever game for Bradford City was against Scunthorpe. You can't make up what's going on in my life right now. When I played at Bradford City, the last game I played was against Scunthorpe United. And then Bristol Rovers just beat Scunthorpe 7-0, and Scunthorpe got relegated with 26 points. The 26s, guys. That's why Kobe died the 26th day of 2020. I'm not going to tell you all my other codes. There's too many. Rangers have lost in 3 or 4 Euro finals. If Rangers win, they are 2-5. That's massive. What a find. That's a major find from Jan. The 25 will be, if that happens, mate, that's just another phenomenal reason for Elizabeth to go 25. Great stuff. And you know what I like about this community? People just find wild shit. And then we just put it all together. May 17th is 4464 death day. I wonder who it will be. I don't know, but that's 3 days before May the 20th. 3. That's how many times she's been vaccinated. That's how many points Super Bowl was decided by. That's how many points you get in the Premier League for a win. Thank you, Adam. I'm going to get a few Zs. I am in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes. A few years ago, Rangers were in the lower leagues in Scotland, and now they're in the Europa League final. It's just a joke. Mason Ramsey is a treasure. Not Mason Ramsey. Alf Ramsey was a Mason. Mason Ramsey has Ram in it, guys. The Rams just won the Super Bowl. They do shit. I can't wait till people just get clued onto all of this. Yeah, Arsenal equals 70 and 25. Lizzie came Queen 70 years ago, died on 25. Arsenal stayed on 25 season win. Spurs got their 20th win, stayed on 5 draws in the league, 25. I told you Arsenal wouldn't score in this game because of what I saw with the goal difference. And that happened. They didn't score. Arsenal stayed on 50 goals for. I told you all the 56 is in my code. Arsenal have 56 goals still in the league. What might they end on? They might end on 60. Arsenal might score 6 in the next 2 games and finish on 62 goals. I get it if you followed a club your whole life like you did Rangers. It's hard to just give it up. Like, for some of you, like, why does he have to tell me this knowledge? I wish I didn't know it. This will be an amazing day watching Rangers, my beloved Rangers. I get it. I'm not going to be harsh on you. I just can't anymore. I don't give a shit if England win the World Cup. It won't be any part of me that's happy as a fan. I'll be happy for the community if I've nailed it. But as a fan, there will be no buzz. I will not watch one game. Saka could get Arsenal's 59th goal, yeah. Definitely. Look out for that. Yeah, that's a good call. Queen Elizabeth has died from heart attack 144. Wow. And the Elizabeth line is going to open on the 144th day of the year, 4 days after she dies. That's another 4. Like, come on. Hey, Adam, what's your take on London Olympics? Masonic, and it was all about coronavirus, foreshadowing it. Yeah. Guys, you should all watch that. London opening ceremony. I decoded the closing one as well. I've done it all, guys. If she goes, I've done it all. The presentation I'll present to you on May the 20th. I might be live for like 5. I might go live 5 hours, 20 minutes. They might cut me off there. I just don't want people all over the world crying about her dying when it's all scripted. I want people to not give their energy to people like the Queen, who does nothing and never done anything for anyone. I'll be back again. Need to learn how to bet. Just be careful with betting. Just be aware of where this monetary system's going. Don't get too obsessed with money. Died in her sleep. That's probably what they're going to say. But I like heart attack. I just really like heart attack. I might start looking, when I end this, so I've got to respond to loads of messages. But I might look into how previous kings and queens have died. See if I find a connection. See if they all peacefully died in their sleep. See if there were any heart attacks or anything. Fell down the stairs drunk. God. No, I've got to go heart attack. I don't think I'm going away from that. The national treasure, the heart of England, has died of a heart attack. Breaking British hearts. Be just hearts everywhere, and Hearts beat Rangers in the League Cup final. Imagine that. Just Hearts being in the final. There's just hearts everywhere. Remember back in the day, you had Owen Hart die, and then you had the Hart Foundation and Bret the Hitman Hart. It's like just hearts. They're throwing hearts all over, man. Bale's celebration. There's just too many hearts. I've seen too many hearts. So I think there's going to be something with a heart. I don't know. I don't know. I just think Warriors are going to win it. That's all I'm going to say. I think Golden State Warriors win the NBA. Who they beat, I don't know. Joe Hart. Wow, he's Celtic. Oh, fuck me. I'll write that down. Joe Hart, Celtics goalkeeper, I think. And he was at Man City with the Aguero moment. Joe Hart. It's got to be a Hart. So here's another prediction from me. When Elizabeth does die, whether it's May the 20th, whether she's fucking 127, she's going to have an issue with her heart. It's got to be a heart. Good call on Joe Hart. What a find that is. What a find that is. Heart. There's a Heart radio station as well. I might have to look into that. Heart. There's a TV show called Art Attack, which sounds like Heart Attack. You think Peacefully in Asleep? Oh, I did a decode. I'm not going to go through it, but I did a decode for Fergie, the Duchess of York. And then I did a decode with Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas because she had a song called London Bridge. What a code that is. I'm connecting Fergie from Black Eyed Peas to Fergie, the third child of Elizabeth and Philip. Because she was called Ferguson, wasn't she? Sarah Ferguson, Fergie. It's crazy what they do. It truly is. Fergie. And then you had Fergie with Sir Alex. Oh my God, I'm going to have to connect him now. Sir Alex Ferguson was called Fergie. I think Elizabeth had a dog that died on May the 20th called Fergie. Oh God, I'm going to be up late again, aren't I? Yeah, Tony Tell It Like It Is a bit of a buffoon. He tries his best, and he's pretty entertaining. But his level of decoding is like, I don't know. He does his own thing. He's another one who just types random shit in a gematinator. Half the time he spells it wrong as well, which is just funny in itself. You type shit in that's spelled incorrectly, and then act like the number means something. Hearts, Tony Hart, Hearts, Professor Neil Ferguson, good. Wow. Fergie. My brain's going here. My brain's thinking of something. Does the NHS not have a heart within a house as a logo yet? Royal House Heart Attack. Wow. Zach and Tony, two Morons embarrassing geometric community. Now, what I would say about Tony's genuine. He's a bit of a buffoon, but he's genuine. The other one isn't. He's just, I don't want to say anything about him. Diana died under a bridge or tunnel, wasn't it, in Paris, France, where the Jesuits were founded. The Queen died in a tunnel on Family Guy on May the 20th, 2012, 10 years ago. NHL is rigged, just seeing it live, yep. All the sports are rigged. And once you accept one of them is, you'll see all of them are. And you won't always code the right outcome. It's not how it's done. And people who have half a brain cell know that. Like, this is the issue for a lot of people is if you get stuff wrong, then pro sports are not corrupt. And when you get it right, they agree they are corrupt. You can't just keep changing your opinion. Oh, he got 3 in a row, then there must be rigged. Oh, he got 1 wrong. Oh, well, they're all real then. There's no way it's rigged. Now, you can see now, this is why I do a lot of my codes now and do this without gematria. I tell you the narrative, I just say this is what's going to happen. Because it's just so rigged and scripted. Anything on your TV is scripted. Simple as that. I think it's just movies and shows, don't you? Anything they show you on TV is scripted. It's pre-planned, including the sports games, which is no different to wrestling, which they eventually admitted was sports entertainment. They eventually admitted it after decades. If you would have told wrestling fans in the 80s it was all rigged, and all the wrestlers knew who were going to win, like the Royal Rumble, they all knew who the winner was, they would have laughed and got, screamed at you or got angry in your face. You said Ric Flair's only like dominant because he's a Mason. It's not because he's a great wrestler. No way. Look how many world titles he has. He's the best wrestler. No, that's not how it works, mate. Sorry. They would have denied it, just like people are doing it now with football and baseball and basketball and hockey, denying it, like wrestling fans did, until they eventually said, sorry guys, it's sports entertainment. We fucking ruined you. We hammered you. We lied to you. It's time for me to go. I'm getting tense in my back, not because I'm stressed. It's worked so hard, I need to lay down. But I'm here again. I told you, I told you Spurs would win. I said Arsenal wouldn't score. They'd add the drama. There would be 1 point differential. La-di-da-di-da. I knew Harry Kane would score, number 10, and he gets 2. Got the most goals now for any player in the North London derby. Not because he's a good footballer. It's because of his Masonic ties or whatever ritual. That's why he married his sister. Harry Kane married his sister. His sister is his brother. His wife is his sister, but his sister's really his brother because Harry Kane's a female. The Kane family. He's shit at football. But no, he's captain of England, Adam, and look how many goals he's scored. He's class. He's Harry Kane. Harry, like Prince Harry. Like we have Harry Maguire all over the media recently, who just a big fat-headed Mason. No, he's class. Look how much money he went for his class. Yeah, he's so class, isn't he? Such a good footballer. They all are. I'm just jealous, I guess. All right. I'm going to have to get off, you know me, because I do this and then I stay for another fucking... I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm going now. Sorry, guys. It's 2 hours and 5 minutes, 2:05. I'm going. It feels right. Much love to all of you. I'll try and go live tomorrow for you, okay? I've got to go right now at 2:05.